Welcome back to the Devil's Advocate Live, your source for everything happening at Hamilton High School. I'm Sophia Penza.
And I'm Colleen Reitmeyer. We've been away for a couple of weeks, so we've got a packed show for you today, covering everything from the Hop, pep rally, Girl Scout cookies, a new teacher profile, and more. Let's get started.
First up, which took place on January 31st. About 200 students had a fun night of dancing at Lucian's Manor, showing off their dance moves. I was there on the scene to check out the excitement. Welcome to 2025 Hop, held at Lucian's Manor. Get ready for a night of fashion, dancing, and fun. I'm Sophia Penza, and I'm excited to be here with along 200 high school students. How do you think the Hop decorations turned out?
I think they turned out really good.
We got a beautiful venue here, can't thank Lucian's enough for having us, and the place looks amazing. You get all black and gold. I think the theme went out amazing. Officers did a great job. Just a great time here.
I think it turned out great this year. We had a great turnout, and we're happy to be back at Lucian's.
Yeah, I think they look really good. Like the candles, I didn't know how I was going to think about the candles, but they look really good.
I think it turned out really good. When we came, all the uplighting really, I feel like helped with the gold theme. And we're loving all the renovations they did. I think it looks really good.
What's one song you think is going to get everyone on the dance floor?
That's a hard one.
To be honest, Sexy Red. I'll be honest with that because
It gotta be some Kendrick, because Kendrick going crazy right now. So I got a couple ones up my sleeve. We're gonna see which one actually takes off though. Not sure, but we're gonna try.
What song are you most excited to hear on the dance floor?
Can You Meet Me Halfway by the Black Eyed Peas.
Carnival.
Definitely something by Drake. Something by SZA. Something by SZA. Fiend.
Party in the USA. Honestly, anything Nicki, so I love Nicki.
Sticky.
Do you feel when Apple Bottom Jeans came on?
this is the worst song known to man. I hate it.
We hope everyone had a great time at the Hop last Friday. This is Sophia Penza reporting for the Devil's Advocate. Overall, it was a great night filled with music, dancing, and school spirit.
Sounds like an amazing time. Speaking of school spirit, the Winter Pep Rally on February 7th brought the energy to another level. From intense competitions to the ever-popular teacher versus student games, the crowd is fired up. Reporters Matt Donio and Jeffrey Soleil covered it live.
Friday before the big game, HHS held its Winter Pep Rally, and the crowd was great as usual.
What's your favorite part of the pep rally?
Competing in every single game and winning.
Watching Justin lose in every single game.
I like the challenges and games that they have, and also like when they pick out like the songs that we have.
I think it's so fun to just have everyone all together in one building, and we're all getting excited together. And of course, every pep rally, there's always one or two big laughs that happen. It's always fun. It kind of brings everyone together.
Just bringing the whole school together. It's just so much fun watching the games. And today I'm going to watch Mr. Orr himself, Jake Eddy, take down the three-point competition.
Speaking of the three-point contest, Mr. Siscone couldn't seem to make a single shot.
I don't know. I thought Siscone would do so much better, but he bricked and airballed the first two shots, so.
Maybe he should stick to teaching history. There's a lot of planning when student council chooses the games, and many students have their favorites.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's very fun to be creative with it and get to, go on social media and find different games, find different ideas from other schools, and also obviously asking, the members of student council what they want and making sure that we're delivering what they want to see.
We have the air mattress race, which we have never done before. We have the sumo wrestling from last year, and a lot of other games.
I like the three-point shooting because I play basketball, so I think it's really fun, but tug of war is also really good too. I really like watching the games with the inflatable ball things. I'm excited to watch that today.
Overall, it was a great pep rally, and having it before the big game made it even more exciting. For the Devil's Advocate, I'm Matthew Donio, signing off.
Big shout out to everyone who participated and brought their A-game to the rally. We've got one more pep rally for this school year in the spring.
Switching gears literally in club news, the Safe Driving Club has been encouraging students to take the Safe Driving Pledge. And reporter Angelina Varelli spoke to the club members who shared the pledge and explained why it's so important.
At Hamilton High School, safety comes first. The Safe Drivers Club is supporting a new initiative led by the Brain Injury Alliance. Students will be asked to complete a community transportation safety survey, helping to improve road safety for everyone. Those who complete the survey will be entered into a Wawa gift card giveaway. Stay tuned for more details on when you can participate. The Safe Drivers Club reminds all drivers to follow these important guidelines for safety on the road.
Walk aware as a pedestrian and only cross at crosswalks.
Drive like I live here because I do. By driving safe, I will help keep my family, friends, and neighbors safe too.
Drive with care, don't rush, and watch for others walking, biking, and driving in our community.
Stop for pedestrians by coming to a complete stop before the crosswalk, allowing people to cross the street safely. Drive slower throughout the community. I believe 25 miles per hour is plenty.
Look out before I step out into the crosswalk by making eye contact with drivers before I cross.
Small actions like these can make a big impact on keeping our community safe. For the Devil's Advocate, this is Angelina Varelli signing off.
Thank you to Ange and the Safe Driving Club. A great reminder that safety comes first when you're behind the wheel.
All right, let's get into some serious debate. Everyone has a favorite Girl Scout cookie, but which one reigns supreme at HHS? Reporter Brielle Del Vicario hit the halls to find out what the students had to say.
It's that time of the season where Girl Scout cookies are now on sale.
Girl Scouts for me is mainly having fun with my friends because I met my day one best friend in Girl Scouts, and I like that we all get badges and do things that are good for the community, and I have a lot of fun doing it.
Girl Scouts is all over the world, and it's all about supporting the whole girl, giving them an opportunity for friendships and relationships. One thing that's traditional is to go camping, teaching them skills so that they can be self-reliant and responsible and have fun, giving them opportunities to understand business a little bit with the sale of cookies and other things.
Let's walk around HHS to find out the best ones.
The best Girl Scout cookie is Adventurefuls.
That would have to be frozen Thin Mints.
Maybe Thin Mints, but lemonades all the way.
I feel like Adventurefuls, they're always like the best, like no matter what, over lemonades.
I like the caramel ones, pretty good.
Caramel Delights. It's pretty good, you know, got some of that caramel, that chocolate, that coconut, you know what I'm saying?
The best Girl Scout cookies are Thin Mints and the peanut butter sandwiches.
Best Girl Scout cookie.
Thin Mint. The Mints, obviously, and the Adventurefuls. And it's also the last year for Toast Jays, which thank God, because I don't really like them.
Adventurefuls because I really like the chocolate.
I like a lot of the cookies. I think I like Thin Mints, shortbread, the peanut butter one. I can't remember the name of that one.
Thin Mints.
And the Girl Scouts invented the s'more. Fun fact.
Personally, I think that Thin Mints are the best. From the Devil's Advocate, this is Brielle Del Vicario signing off.
The debate continues. My favorite is the lemonades. What about you, Sophia?
Mine would have to be Thin Mints. In other news, rehearsals for this year's spring musical, Little Shop of Horrors, are officially underway. Cast and crew members are already hard at work bringing this classic to life. We spoke with some of the actors and stage crew about what it looks like behind the scenes.
Every year, students at Hamilton High School.
Excitement is building here at Hamilton High School as students and staff work tirelessly to bring this year's musical to life. From singing and dancing to set design and lighting, it's a team effort to make sure everything is ready for opening night. We take you behind the scenes to see what it really takes to put on a show-stopping performance.
So I'm playing the role of Audrey Chu. Audrey Chu has a very deep, sort of big booming voice. The main thing that I'm working on right now is finding where everything fits in with the storyline.
Sings her alarm goes off as she's talking to you.
Across that, and you kind of go back into where the background where you were.
Like the hardest part is definitely like doing a very old man Brooklyn and Yiddish voice at the same time.
I'm part of ensemble, and the hardest part for me is staying on time, cues, making sure I'm keeping up with dances, everything. But I get through it.
Knowing your voice part in the songs, because I tend to like sing what everyone else is singing.
I'm not a good dancer, and dancing and singing too. Like the dancing is very some of the dances are very like, you know, complex, and like trying to focus on that while singing is just like, you know, it can be a little hard.
The dances
they're just always so full of energy and full of life, and I feel like we express a lot with them.
Beyond the spotlight, a dedicated team is hard at work.
It's supposed to be a really popular, wealthy town that some economic issue happened, and now it's poor, no one's able to get a livelihood, and the setting of the whole place, the flower shop, the flowers are dying, there's nothing joyful in it until this mysterious plant came along. And as the show goes on, the scene and the set alone is going to get more vibrant, and you're going to see more flowers. It's very difficult to put what we're envisioning onto an actual piece of paper. We want the audience to get a really good set.
So we were able to reuse a lot of the wall pieces or the flats that we used last year. So we didn't have to do as much building. Other than that, a lot of it's painting, and we're just repainting flats that we made last year.
I currently do the light booth, so I do the main set lights for the actual production, and we start practicing that around technique.
Opening night is less than 1 month away. Come see us in the musical. For the Devil's Advocate, this is Sam Scrufini signing off.
Mark your calendars, the show will be on March 13th, 14th, and 15th. Tickets are on sale now. See the HHS website to purchase them.
Now, here's a fun one. Teachers were asked which of their fellow teachers they wouldn't want to see on their schedules if they were students. Let's just say some answers might surprise you and some might not.
Every year, students at Hamilton High School get their dreaded schedule. We asked the staff what teacher they wouldn't want to see on theirs. Here's what they said. If you were a student here at HHS, what teacher would you not want to have?
Ooh, tough question. Mr. Angelozzi. Definitely a know-it-all.
I would have to say Miss Angelozzi. I mean, she's my wife. I see her at home. I think we know each other too well, and I think as a student that just would not work.
Mr. Cisco, he is scary.
I wouldn't want to have me. Obviously, my class is torture, apparently, very difficult for everyone.
Well, if I looked down at my schedule on the first day of school and I saw Mr. Siscone, that'd be a toughie.
Class I would want, though, would be psychology, because it's like fantasy and make-believe and like lots of stories and things. And, Mr. Barbagallo is very good at being like Mr. Rogers, so.
A very close second, though, would have to be Mr. Entris. That guy hasn't seen a day of sunshine his entire life.
That's tough because they're all very good, but if I have to say, I wouldn't want Mr. Entris because he wears Crocs, and I hate Crocs.
I would definitely never want to have Mr. Entris. He's way too sarcastic for me. We would fight every single day. He would make fun of me for every problem that I got wrong, and I just would get so mad.
Miss Monastra.
Why?
I just don't like her.
I would absolutely hate having Mr. McCarthy. I hate him so much. I'm kidding. I love you, Mr. McCarthy.
I do hear that one of the toughest teachers is Miss Edwards. She runs a tight ship. She knows what she's doing. And kids better get their act together.
From the Devil's Advocate, this is Mackenzie Julia signing off.
I wouldn't want to see Siscone on my schedule next year either.
And finally, we're spotlighting another member of our staff, Mr. G. From his passion to teaching his impact on students, we got to know more about what makes him such a standout educator.
Right? Strongly agree, disagree, strongly disagree. Sorry, guys.
Mr. G is a mentor, a guide, and a positive presence in his students' lives. For Mr. G, teaching is more than just a career.
Mr. G's approach to teaching starts with one key principle: emotional availability. He believes it's essential for teachers, especially new ones, to connect with students beyond academics.
I think the advice that I would want to give to teachers, especially new teachers, is to just make yourself emotionally available to those kids that you see every single day. Chances are you're going to have a lot of kids that need someone to kind of vent to, kind of talk about their problems and their triumphs. And I think it's just going to be really good for you to just be available for them, because just being a positive figure in a kid's life is actually really important.
Mr. G knows that sometimes the simplest things can have the biggest impact. For him, it's just about bringing light into students' days. Something as small as carrying a highlighter can do just that.
I think probably what makes a great teacher, if I had to pick I guess you would call it a quality, is more so trying to find ways to brighten up kids' days. I always joke around, a lot of my students know this and stuff, where I'm always carrying a highlighter on me. There's a reason for it. It's not just like some like, oh, I like using it in class. I carry around a highlighter with me all the time because in this way, it's a way to brighten up something that you do. Brighten up somebody's day because you might be the only person to be able to brighten up someone's day, and that'll mean the world to a kid that needs it.
Being a positive influence isn't always easy, especially when you're not feeling your best. But Mr. G knows that in the classroom, he's a constant presence of encouragement and support.
Something that helps me to get through just the roller coaster of emotions that teaching actually really puts you through is that I have to be on my best. I have to be at my best, because if I'm not, kids that need someone to be at their best, they won't get that. So for me, it's important that I'm at my absolute 100, or at least act like I'm at my 100, even when I'm at my 75.
Great teaching isn't static, it's always evolving. Mr. G takes inspiration from both his peers and his own past as a student to refine and improve his teaching methods.
Learning from my other peers that the things that they experienced in the class and ways that I can help to kind of change and grow from even their method that I saw as a kid to kind of better my own method.
What drives Mr. G more than anything else is his desire to give back to the community that raised him. Teaching is his way of making sure that future generations are supported and uplifted.
What do you think is the most rewarding aspect of being a teacher?
I think that giving back to the community that I came from, for me, that is very rewarding. I guess in the sense of me being in the school district that I came from. Something that always kind of like brightens my day is just thinking back on how I'm finally able to give back to the community that I came from, and everything I do, everything I care about is focused on the idea of bringing a community together. So in a way, I feel like I'm kind of doing my part by being a teacher in the district that I came from.
Mr. G's dedication to his students and his community is just the base of his teaching philosophy. Every day is a new opportunity for Mr. G to make lasting impacts for his students. This is Daniel Capella with the Devil's Advocate signing off.
A great teacher and mentor. We're lucky to have him here at HHS.
That's all for today's show. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to follow us for more updates and stories from around HHS. See you next time.